Good morning again, year 4. There probably will be a visitor on this video as Coda is feeling rather mischievous right now. Hopefully he won't tread on the laptop and send everything a little bit skew with, because he quite often does that and types in random letters on slides or PowerPoints or whatever it may be. So it looks like he settled down a little bit, hopefully. So let me share my screen with you. Not on there, Coda. So for English today, we are going to be telling our stories. I can't wait to hear some of the amazing stories you have written this week as a part of your free write activity. Before you do that though, we have a couple of tasks. Task number 1 is our starter here. Can you write a short character description for this character and his pet? Is it a pet? I'm not too sure. You decide. So just a short character description, 2 or 3 sentences, and then join us on the next slide. So reread your story. Take 10 minutes if you need to finish it. That's absolutely fine. Today, you are going to be editing and improving your story so you have a final draft, and then you are going to be recording yourself, reading it and filming it in. Please make sure you do this, because this is an end piece of work. This is a piece of work where we really get to celebrate National Storytelling Week. So it's really exciting for us to see and hear your amazing stories. If you can't figure out how to upload it separately to Teams, email it over to the class email. That's absolutely fine, and I'll pick it up over the weekend or on Monday, whenever my earliest convenient point is. Before that though, we cannot possibly begin without a final story, and this one is called For the Last Time, and it is the last story of the week from me. It goes a little like this. For the last time, will you please place it on the table? Her mother said quietly. Her brothers and sisters were happily playing upstairs, but as the eldest, she was expected to help. So she carefully and proudly lifted the shiny silver mineral from its place on the sideboard and put it in pride of place in the centre of the table. She was a little disappointed that she couldn't join the games with her siblings, but knew she had to be responsible. The room was well decorated and cosy, clean and ready for the start of the traditional Sabbath meal. Grandfather called the other children to come to the table, and Mother prepared to light the candles. Their warm flickering light filled the cosy room as everyone huddled into it. They all sat at the strong oak table, waiting patiently for the delightful food that Mother was to bring in any second now. Just at that moment, Mother did bring it in. The smell was delightful, a smell of family, tradition, home, warmth and safety. She couldn't wait to eat it. The Lackey's traditional potato pancakes were carefully given out. Everyone dug in greedily, the lovely taste piled into their mouths. The Rosens, you know, began her grandmother while finishing off her Lackeys. Not now, not in front of the children, protested her mother, raising her eyebrows in a warning manner. Let's enjoy the moment. We're all here together, she added. After the main course, the plates were cleared to the kitchen and left while Mother quickly brought in the colourful, cheery, bright doughnuts that she had spent the afternoon making. All the children stared at them, their mouths watering. Everyone grabbed one before they all went, even Grumpy Grandmother. Biting into the sweet, wonderful dessert was like tasting a dream. There was one left on the plate. Before anyone could grab it, they heard noise and shouting in the street. With a pale face, her mother stood and quietly asked everyone to get their coats. No one spoke. They just obeyed. The noise outside was getting louder. Children crying, women screaming, and strong male voices heartlessly shouting, Allez, Jules Russe. Then it came. The knock at their door. There was a frightened look in her mother's eyes that no one had seen before. Her grandmother stood there quivering, and her grandfather was biting his lip like he always did when he was nervous. Her mother told them all to pick up the one bag they had been told they could take and put on their coats with the yellow star sewn on the front. With her head held high, her mother led them outside. The whole family, friends and neighbours were in the street, some getting into trucks already half full of people, others watching. Without speaking, they slowly made their way to a truck, and her mother shut the front door to their home for the last time. I apologise, obviously, for some of the pronunciations, and part of being a great storyteller is knowing those already, so perhaps I should have read that beforehand. Make sure you reread your work before. What did you like about the story? Do you understand what that one was? That one was a bit more of a mature theme to that story. What would you change about it? Was there a message? And finally, we can't wait for you to tell us your stories. Check over your work, practice reading them aloud to begin with. Feel free to dress up in character to perform your story if you want to, and then upload it to Teams as a video or email me this time if needs be. Have fun, can't wait to hear them. Bye bye, year 4.